Hello. Welcome to week one of the 2018 ABA season, 2017-18, and the first ever season of the ABA, hopefully many more to come in the future, and the first, I guess this is the launch of the entire league. The teams are set. Moves have been made. We have all of our minutes allocated, and the only thing left to do is to find out how this season's going to go. So in the first week, everyone's healthy. That's going to play most of the season. When our teams are at full strength, mostly. And let's see how they do. So we will simulate a week at a time. And the Sixers will have their results spoiled. So we will sim through until October 23rd. And here we go. Not looking. Okay, for the first day, the Boston Celtics upset the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road. LeBron had a very nice showing, 32, 8, and 9. DeAndre Jordan looked great in his debut. Korver, off the bench, 15 points, 3 of 6 from 3 is good. What are some other big notes? Jeff Teague really struggled. He had 13 assists though, but he just couldn't get it going. He's a big off-season acquisition, so he's going to need to play better. Let's see if there's any other big notes in here. Marvin Williams didn't do that much as a starter. But yeah, the center and LeBron definitely came to play. Let's see on the winning side. Oh, look at this balanced scoring. Oh my God. This is a great unit. Nobody over 20, and then you got 7 players over 10. It's incredibly impressive. Kyrie, first season against LeBron here, plays very well. Tatum in his rookie debut is atrocious. 4 of 17. I guess that's LeBron on him for sure. Welcome to the NBA. Wilson Chandler's okay in his debut. Marcus Smart, efficient scoring. Al Horford, nice stat line, 11-7-7. Let's see if there's anything else in here. But this looks pretty good. Who is the starting shooting guard? Will Barton, not bad in his debut. Grant off the bench, you like to see this. And Monroe and Beasley's 3 for 3. Very nice. Bless you, Dad. Celtics get a great win to start the year. And then here, Houston smokes the Warriors. Oh my God, look at those numbers, putting up 137, 48 in the fourth. They were not losing this game. Warriors lose on opening night. Curry and Thompson struggle shooting-wise. Wiggins didn't shoot much. He's going to let these guys take over. This is their unit. Stevenson off the bench looks pretty good. Draymond, only 8 points, 5 turnovers. Wow. So whatever Draymond was doing was not good. Randolph and McGee, not stellar. Where's the rebounding? I mean, it's really all spread out here. Not that great. And the shooting, these guys are barely shooting the ball. You can see that there's like so many big men. And Stevenson's not a great shooter. Shooting's going to have to come up here. These two guys. Vince Carter, 3 points in the debut. Let's see the winning side. Okay. Wow, Harden went off as he usually does against the Warriors. A very good 36, 7, and 7. Look at those great numbers from Melo. Oh my God. This is a questionable move because he's so expensive with that big salary, but oh my God, he's making it worth it. So Melo goes off 29 points. If he plays like real Carmelo Anthony, this team's going to be a problem. 9 of 13, 4 of 5 from 3. Just toast Wiggins. That's unbelievable. Capella was great. He just signed that extension. He's happy. Eric Gordon, you want 19 off the bench. You can get it. It's great. And then look at Drew Holiday. Oh my God, with these 16 assists from Drew Holiday. You think he's happy to be in Houston with this very talented group? The bench did fine. JJ, a little struggle here, but Wow, if these five play like this five all year long, this team is easily gonna put a 137 uh, and win many games. Very impressive start by the Houston Rockets. 1-0. Man, I can't believe that. 16 assists and one turnover, and he's supposed to be the shooting guard. Um, that is just unbelievable. And he held down Klay Thompson to just 17 points. So Drew Holiday, huge game. Uh, yeah, very good. All right, day two. A lot of scores here. The Pistons take care of business at home against the Charlotte Hornets. Blake has a very nice 31-point outing. Drummond's a double-double. Ricky Rubio's first game. A lot of scoring. You like to see that. He's going to need to score more in order for this Pistons team to be really effective. Reggie Bullock, nice scoring. Ish Smith, good efficient scoring. The bench shooting some threes. You like to see it. Everybody contributed. Everyone who played scored. That's a really good sign of a good win. You got Jerebko shooting, O'Neal shooting, Galloway was 2 for 2 in only 16 minutes. This looks pretty good. You can't ask for a better game right here than what is just shown. I'm surprised Drummond had 7 assists and Rubio had 5. That was just Blake and Drummond owning. Looks like Dwight Howard. So Dwight, a respectable game from the Hornets against those big guys. So Dwight, 22 and 15, very impressive. Dieng off the bench has 17 points in 17 minutes. Look at these threes. This is why they were in the game. Anunoby 2 for 2, Brooks 2 for 3, Bahulika 2 for 3. Just couldn't wait to start and playing meaningful games. Montrezl Harrell not looking good after that extension. Only 4 points on 2 of 7 shooting. And then you got Jeremy Lamb is okay. So they were okay. The bench outplayed the starters. I'm looking at this because Satoransky, I'm pretty sure, was the starter. He didn't do much. And then you have Jeremy Lamb's only scoring really 9 points. But then you get like Marshawn Brooks and Anunoby, 14 and 13. Maybe a potential lineup situation could change because Kid Gilchrist certainly wasn't really meaningful in the lineup. We'll see. Montrezl Harrell, atrocious game, 4 points, letting Blake score 31. And then the Pacers beat out the Brooklyn Nets. Scary game. You can see it was close the entire way, and the Pacers just kept their foot on the gas. This Nets team was playing competitive. So here you go. Miles Turner, 24 points. You like that? It's really good scoring from him. Victor Oladipo scores 21 in his star debut in Indiana. Dinwiddie, very bad game. That's why he scored only 8 assists. That's a revenge game. This is early. Wow. So Dinwiddie, 30 minutes, 3 points. That's not good at all. He needs to start scoring more. What else we got in here? Wesley Matthews, very bad. So Indiana should clearly be better when Thad Young goes 4 of 12. Etwan Moore, 3 of 9. Wesley Matthews, 2 of 12. This team came out rusty, but they did get the win. Pretty gritty win on the road. Etwan Moore, 3 of 9. Yeah, so poor shooting from Indiana. I'm not going to say good defense. Here we go on the other side. Nobody scores more than 12 points. That is what you expect from one of the worst teams in the league. Joe Harris and Karis LeVert lead the way. That looks nice. Sabonis returning to Indiana. Guess he never left. 10 of 12. Stauskas off the bench. That's nice scoring. Star D'Angelo Russell. 8, 5, and 7. That's not going to get you to the All-Star game for sure. Nice stat line from Corey Joseph. These point guards just got locked down. Dinwiddie was really making a move. Everybody on Brooklyn scored. Haslam, 3 for 3. Yeah, this team's not supposed to be very good. I have to remember that these guys aren't all-stars. They're just average players in 2019. And so, yeah, better things coming from Brooklyn, but impressive win by the Pacers. The Orlando Magic pounced the Heat. another revenge game. Wow, they're at home. Evan Fournier goes off for 33 points. Vucevic 23 and 13. Wow, 5 of 8 and 5 of 6 are they guarding them in Orlando. Jonathan Simmons good off the bench. D Wade 9, 6 and 5, but a W. He just can't score. Another revenge game against Miami. These point guards really struggled. Dragic really struggled against Miami. That's really surprising. 33 points. These guys played 65 minutes together. They scored 4 points. I don't know how they put up 109, just this shooting. Yeah, you would expect more out of Dragic. That's why he traded a bunch of guys for him. Just Vucevic and Fournier had a really good game. On the Heat side, scoring was not there. So you get Whiteside, a nice 18 and 11. Hezonja, 10 rebounds, 3 of 5. Hezonja played well his first game here. Kind of a letdown the rest. Only 7 here. Only 8 from Van Vliet. Only 8 points from Aaron Gordon back in Orlando in his debut. Wayne Ellington goes 2 of 13, and if you're 1 of 9 from 3, I imagine you were 1 for 6, and that's when you would have stopped. But he didn't. This team needs to shoot better. If they're going to have a scoring problem, that's not good, because I don't know, defense isn't really their identity. They have so much great shooting on this team, and if they can't do it, if they can't put up these numbers, that's a big surprise. Only 8 from Aaron Gordon. It's not good, especially because of that extension. So the new guys didn't do well at all, but the guys that are familiar with the squad definitely pay it off. Better things to come from Miami. There's just a little bit of a rift because of all the moving pieces. Washington crushes the Sixers in Marc Gasol's debut. Nice. Wow, 38 points. He was really trying to make a name for himself. 12 and 11. You can tell Washington desperately wanted a center. John Wall, very nice. 29, 9, and 8. A great game from John Wall. If he plays like that, this team's going to the conference finals. Bradley Beal. That's an excellent game from Bradley Beal. If he does this, 8 of 10, 2 of 2, the rest of the team must have done pretty well. Justin Holiday starting. That's a veteran right there, 14 points. Austin Rivers off the bench, looking nice. This could have been a lot worse for the Sixers. Kaminsky, 11. Rest of the team, not bad at all. Not bad at all. This is a nice win where I guess like the 6 best players really just took care of business. Nice efficient scoring from JaMychal Green. That's good. That's layups. And then here we go to the Sixers. What happened on this side? Dario Saric, I guess, got shut down by JaMychal Green. 4 of 14, not good. Ben Simmons, 10, 6, and 8, not too much. Brandon Ingram, that's pretty good. Growing pains. He's still very young. This is Ben Simmons' rookie debut. He did play it okay. Yeah, one sec. What's up? How's it going?
What are you doing?
I'm doing the simulation. What's up? I'm just recording myself. What's up?
Iran just attacked the United States and forces in Iraq, so
They attacked Iraq.
we have troops in Iraq.
Well, they attacked them in Iraq.
They send their fire missiles, they send their air force, so Trump looks like he decided to distract everybody by doing starting a war.
I am back. Okay, so where are we going here? The Sixers lose to the Wizards. Might expect more of this to come in the season. JJ Redick, big reason why they lost. 2 of 10. Big free agent acquisition. Can't just pass, can't just rebound. Maybe able to score. Who else? Ilyasova. It's a nice bench player, but you need more scoring. Embiid only scores 17. You would like to see more there. So better things to come from the 76ers, I imagine. The Celtics win again. They beat the Bucks. Kyrie looking really hot to start the season. 5 of 6 from 3. Holy crap. Jeremy Grant 3 of 4. Marcus Smart 3 of 3. Tatum another better showing. Will Barton stuff in the stat sheet. No points at all from Al Horford. 11 rebounds, 5 assists. That's what a veteran can do. So yeah, just more all-around team play. This team is very balanced. They have contributors everywhere. But Kyrie playing the star role. On the Bucks side, very nice showing from Giannis. 23, 15, 6, and 5 blocks. I imagine those are a lot on Al Horford. He has a very nice game here. Chris Middleton, good scoring. John Collins in his debut here looks alright. Courtney off the bench, that's good. John Henson gonna have to improve at center. Here only 6 points, but you got Eric Bledsoe struggling, 3 of 12. Looks okay. I mean, the starters look better. The bench, is not going to get much scoring. They're going to need a lot more out of Bledsoe, Middleton, and Collins if they're going to be competitive. And hopefully this team can get some defense to improve. Only 16 three-point attempts. The Grizzlies. Wow, Grizzlies grinding over the Pelicans. Andrew Harrison, 6 of 10 from 3. He looks on fire. Otto Porter and Kelly Oubre, very nice acquisitions. They're looking good. DeJounte Murray, a lot of turnover on this team. But everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. You got passers. I mentioned these guys were not going to do anything. But nice balanced scoring and team play. And they just got a nice victory off some great shooting. Very impressive from the Memphis Grizzlies because they could beat some teams throughout the year. Everybody does what they're supposed to do. Pelicans side, what went wrong? Well, besides defense, they should have put up more offense. 22 points out of Davis, 8 of 15. Kemba Walker, 19 points and 11 assists. Very nice. Tobias was good. Okay, so Nick Batum, only 2 of 10. That's not good. Mirotic, 1 for 6 with 5 points. That's not good at all. And then, Bojan Bogdanovic, only 8 points. Should be more. This team should put up more offense, I would say. The shooting was not there. I mean, all these empty 3-point attempts. So they were winning the game, looks like. And then the Grizzlies just outgridded them later in the game. They just grinded out that victory. Pelicans were shaken up. I think they were expecting to roll over this team, but a nice home win for the Grizzlies. The Dallas Mavericks crush the Atlanta Hawks. Let's see. So Ryan Anderson goes off. 7 of 10. I'm pretty sure. No, he's not on the bench. Wow, it's a very nice game. Dennis Smith in his debut. This goes wild shooting. Excuse me. 23 points and 8 assists. Harrison Barnes, 23. That's a great game. Stockton, Forms, and Pharrell all had nice scoring. And this team was just energized. Paul Gasol, He's looking really old. 8 assists though, so that's good teamwork. I'm very impressed by this win, by how dominant it was. Not that they were going to beat the Hawks. The Hawks. Okay, Dennis Schroeder was okay. He was okay. That's great shooting. If he can make an All-Star team this year, that'd be impressive. Randall, 10 and 11 his debut. Prince struggled. Hilliard took 10 shots. Luke Kennard didn't do well in his debut. Marquise Chris went scoreless. My God. Ryan Anderson must have been on something this game. Not good scoring throughout. This team has to get better play from their starters if they're gonna do well. Almost said stars. The Denver Nuggets destroy the Utah Jazz. On the Nuggets side, Jokic. Look at all this great scoring out here. This is great. Nikola Jokic, 26, 6, and 9. Very impressive game, liking his new teammates. Jaylen Brown making his presence early. 5 of 7 from 3. Gary Harris. That is very efficient scoring. Rodney Hood, very nice off the bench. Trey Lyles, that's a great performance from a starter. Terry Rozier gets 10 rebounds. Wow. And then the bigs just played good defense, I guess, on Randall and Chris. Jamal Murray only had 6 in 33 minutes, and had 8 assists. It wasn't his night, but that is okay. Very nice team play from the Nuggets. I'm surprised by how good their defense was. Donovan Mitchell in his debut, pretty solid, 21 points. Took a lot of shots as well. Avery Bradley had a great game. That's a bench player. Reggie was okay. Jack was okay. Gobert was okay. Not a lot of rebounds. This team... So Collins 1 for 6, 1 for 5 from Joe Ingles. That is big. Jaylen Brown really locked him up. That's gonna hurt if Joe Ingles can't put up big numbers in 29 minutes, and if I think Reggie and Gobert have to score more. There's like not really a lot of assists right now, and this team, we know shooting isn't going to be their juggernaut. We know that, but you need some more from your role players, and you need some more from your starters if they're going to lead you to victory. The Timberwolves take care of the San Antonio Spurs on that side. Kevin Durant, first game, 38 points. Very strong game. Jimmy Butler, 19. Only took 8 shots, but had 19. Karl Towns really filled it up. Had a great game. Jamal Crawford, 15 points. Wow. Josh Hart, 9 and 7 rebounds. Starter George Hill is clearly going to let the guys do what they want to do. That is okay. Markieff Morris, 8 points, also from a starter. So they let their starters roll. Whoever has a nice game, they obviously keep shooting. And Crawford, Markieff Morris, 7 assists. Great game. I guess you got good teammates. And they held them. On the Spurs side, Aldridge played well. Dirk played very well. Rudy Gay, 1 of 8. Only 8 points from Danny Green, who's starting. Marcus Morris at 11. I don't know. Spurs didn't play bad. Darren Collison, 4 of 11. This team did not play bad. They were just definitely outmatched by star power. And if they're gonna win games, they need to have more. Everybody has to pick it up because they have really no stars other than Aldridge, who's probably not going to put up 30, and the rest of the team is full of veterans who should be able to put the ball in the hoop. What a great game this was. This went OT. Portland and the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix, but Portland prevails as they should. So CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard, very nice performance. And we have in overtime, everybody's gonna have boosted stats, but Yusuf Nurkic, nice game. Brooke Lopez, really good game. Stanley Johnson and Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley brought it. That's a very good game. We're not going to call anybody out. James Ennis, I mean, is a bench player. He shouldn't be shooting that much anyway. This was a great performance by Portland. They need their stars to play like this more. They were excellent. Wow. So the Suns had a lot of offense in this game. Alfred Payton and Devin Booker were legitimately dishing and swishing. TJ Warren, excellent game, sir. 10 of 11 with 23 points. These guys had the game of their life, and their teammates did not bring it. I'm going to say they did bring it, to be honest, because they kept it close to Portland, but Portland was a better team. They had the better star power. What a nice game from Phoenix. I'm retracting what I said. Daniels played well. Jared Dudley played well. Josh Jackson's debut was nice. Tyler Ulis off the bench was pretty solid, 14. The bench guys got rebounds. This is a well put together team. The Houston Rockets again prevail. Yep, there we go. So James Harden took care of business, 26, 7, and 9. Nice three-point shooting. Barea picked it back up at 19 off the bench. And Melo, another good game. He got the rebounds. Capella, good rebounds. Trevor Ariza is really miserable. I guess having Carmelo to play next to and just not getting good looks. Eric Gordon, great play. Drew Holiday, nice performance. He's definitely outplaying what Chris Paul would have done here. On the Kings side, De'Aaron Fox's debut, that's good. 9 assists and 9 points. Buddy Hield was good. JR in his debut took a lot of shots. I'm not surprised. Taj Gibson played very well. There's not that much offense on this team. They need to get a good pick next year. But as a team that was rebuilding, they kept it pretty darn close. They were beating the Houston Rockets going into the fourth quarter, and that is tremendously impressive. Very nice stats all around here from the bench. Good, efficient scoring is good signs to come. So that's it for that day on the 19th. The Raptors make their debut. They won by 1 over the Chicago Bulls. That's supposed to be the best versus the worst. I don't. That's not good at all. So what happened here? So DeRozan played great. Covington took a ton of shots. That's not what you're supposed to do here. Way too many shots. Lowry played well. Valanciunas played well. Ibaka not so much. Anthony Tolliver went 1 for 9 from 3. I mean, what were you trying to do here? Oh my god, that's not why they got you. So you can shoot them out of games. Let Bellinelli take more shots. So bench guys did pretty terribly. And Covington and Ibaka weren't efficient. Bulls played, I'm not going to say the Bulls played good D. Raptors are pretty rusty. They did get the win, barely. Alright, Jalen Jones went nuts. 22 points and 11 rebounds. He's their leading scorer, and he was just an addition in the offseason. Lauri Markkanen's debut was pretty good. Portis. The rest of the team is just not going to get good shots against a good defensive team. This was not a good showing from the Bulls. It's going to be a miserable 82 games for these boys. The Knicks make their debut, and the Thunder take care of them. Tyreek Evans, welcome to OKC. 28 points and 7 assists, and we're going to credit those 5 steals. This is what Oklahoma City needs to bring him to the top, and they have he had 12 of 20, 4 of 6 from 3. That's excellent. Paul George fit in very nicely. 27 points, great scoring. Russell Westbrook, 15 assists, 8 rebounds, and 14 points. That's star power right there. didn't take that many shots, and was pretty efficient. Manu in his debut, excellent off the bench. Mike Scott, very good off the bench. And Steven Adams did what he's supposed to do. Textbook game from Oklahoma City. They just need to keep doing this throughout the year. And this is a great win. On the Knicks side, Porzingis played excellent. They didn't have a good, really power forward to stop him, so I imagine he would have done well in this matchup. Dylan Brooks, 18 points, welcome to New York. Jerry Grant, that's great. From a point guard. Spread out scoring. Some good three-point shooting. They shot 40%. These guys started, and they did not do very much. They were definitely outmatched. The bench guys locked it up. O'Quinn, Burks. This game was much closer. OKC came out hot with 45 in the first. So the bench guys, not too bad. Starters over here need to pick it up. And then over here, I believe two more teams making their debut. The Lakers shock the LA Clippers in their own building. Kyle Kuzma, 21 points. That's his debut. Very nice debut there. Caldwell Pope played well. Siakam played amazing. Wow, that is so surprising. He's not supposed to be ready yet. Brogdon, oh my god. In his debut game, Lonzo Ball, 12, 9, and 16 assists. A near triple-double. Shot like crazy. I imagine what LA could have done without that. Kelly Olynyk had nice rebounds. Iguodala. This team might be better than I thought. They played pretty near perfect. They played very well. Lonzo, that is something else, sir. If you can do that on a nightly basis. The Clippers side. Alright, I'm looking at 2 of 12 immediately from Lou Will and 4 of 12 from Kevin Love. Cousins does his thing. Chris Paul has a nice game. Tim Hardaway, Rondo, that's great off the bench. Favors off the bench, but Kevin Love really struggled. And Lou Will really struggled. I'm not sure if that's a fit issue and they're just not used to many more offensive weapons on the team, but they're going to need to knock down their shots when they get those looks. Chris Paul, 8 assists, impressive when the starting group doesn't do that. The Clippers have to be better than this. Their defense gave up too many points to a team that wasn't really trying to be that competitive, and Lonzo tore Chris Paul up. I'm still trying to process this performance. And Siakam, for that matter, off the bench. Wow. Great game. These, guys making, their debut to the team. Unbelievable. Daily View, got a lot more games on this day. The Hornets take care of the Hawks, so they bounce back. Dwight Howard, nice game. Jeremy Lamb, good scoring. So this is when they put up nice scoring. Good shooting. Shelvin Mack and Tyus Jones, really nice guards. They lit it up at home. This is a very spread out team, so it's just a matter of who has a good game on what given day. And everybody scored, which is nice. Very strange game on the offensive. Bench guys again. Kid Gilchrist isn't really scoring. Brooks played nice, I think, but Dwight Howard's just the man here. This is just a strange game. I don't know if Satoransky might be able to sit for Shelvin Mack. We will monitor that. On the Hawks side, Julius Randle, a nice game. And Schroeder, Kennard bounces back. Prince struggles again. Wow, that is not a good start to the season. Darian Hillard, terrible. Stop shooting. They played better. They played a closer game, but not so much a better game. The Pacers pick up a nice victory at home against Portland, who was looking hot. So on the Pacers side, Oladipo, another good game. Dinwiddie bounces back very nicely against Lillard. Wesley Matthews was the winner here, 5 of 9 from 3. Miles Turner, a very nice performance. Great starting group, really great performances by the starters. They have good chemistry. More off the bench. Quincy Acey, that's very nice off the bench for someone who doesn't get that many minutes. You need this. This is great. This is exactly what you want from your starting group, especially this 1-2-3 punch. If they can put up those numbers with that efficiency, Turner's going to do his thing. Hollis Jefferson, more. You want more of all of this right here. A nice win for the Pacers. And on the Trailblazers side, so yeah, they came back down to earth. They must have been tired. Lillard, not great. McCollum only took 7 shots. Ennis is better. Why wasn't McCollum shooting? I guess because he had Oladipo on him. So Oladipo won this game. He locked down McCollum. Brook Lopez played well off the bench. It looks like they just sort of came back down to earth. Still a good team. But it's like no one really was taken over in this matchup. Portland looked like they just wanted to play team basketball. They got really good looks, but I'm generally surprised they let Connaughton, Napier, Stanley Johnson, Harkless shoot a lot more than McCollum. I guess he was just locked up. The Bucks fall again. The Cavs bounce back. They needed a win. LeBron, there it is, triple-double, 26, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Good game. Jeff Teague bounces back very nicely. DeAndre does what he's supposed to do. Jordan Clarkson scoring. Marvin Williams, great starting group. Excellent starting group right here. Larry off the bench. Rest of the stuff's pretty quiet. Tristan Thompson, I guess, just didn't really wake up today. But this is great. They locked down the Bucks. What happened here? Eric Bledsoe, very rough start to the season. 6 of 19 here. That'll get you a loss. Chris Middleton only put up 10. Monty Morris, I thought that was Marquise or Markeith. John Collins only put up 8. John Henson continues to not really play a meaningful role here, but Giannis played 41 minutes, had a very nice game with what he could do, but his team just didn't really show up. John Collins 4 of 15, I just noticed. He's going up against Marvin Williams, and in the paint with DeAndre Jordan, he just couldn't really get it done. Alright, so 16, 11, and 9 is a very good performance, but the teammates didn't really show up. Bucks lose again. Celtics lose. Sixers win. Nice win for the Sixers at home. Joel Embiid, 15 of 21, 30 points. What a great game this must have been for Joel Embiid. He was pretty much unstoppable, and I'm happy he kept shooting. Ben Simmons, 16, 7, and 5, continues to thrive in his debut season. Brandon Ingram, nice. JJ Redick, we're getting there. Sarge, nice game. Great starting group. This is what you want to see. Just feed the hot man and everybody do what they're supposed to do. They all put up good numbers. And then off the bench, nope, they were pretty much fine. Pretty much fine. They fed Embiid. It looks like they weren't going to win this game if Embiid didn't go nuts. And he went nuts against Al Horford, who has scored. Kyrie came back down to earth. He had a nice game, but Ben Simmons really took care of him. Tatum played much better. Grant good off the bench. Will Barton and Marcus Smart just really struggled here. In Philly, they were locked down by the noise. Greg Monroe, 1 of 7. You're going to expect these games from the Celtics where their good players probably just get capped at what they can do. and just have off shooting nights. Uh, that will happen against a good defensive team. And bad matchup for Kyrie against Ben Simmons. Very nice game for Joel Embiid. The Pistons come back hot against the Wizards. I think the Pistons won last game. Yeah, they did. So the Pistons are on a roll. Blake Griffin, very good game here. Ish Smith played well. Kent Bazemore only 3 of 8. Wow, that's actually a good stat line. That's good from a starter. I'm surprised he played so well team basketball. Nice game from Rubio. The Pistons are just riding a healthy Blake Griffin to the moon, it looks like, and a nice start. So, good team basketball. Everyone played pretty well. The 3 slowed down despite the efficiency, and just Blake was great. Nothing more you can do here. On the Wizards side, bad matchup because they had Blake. So John Wall, only 2 assists. I think that they were just struggling to get open looks. Pistons really brought it defensively and were good down low. Marcus Gasol was only 5 of 15. Not a good matchup here. Beal is pretty off his game. Guys are... It's a shame because Kaminsky played well, Jim Michael Green played well, Jody Meeks played well, Wall played well, but Gasol, Beal, and Rivers just really didn't bring it. They were outmatched by I'm gonna say, just the will of all these guards just going nuts and playing good defense, and then the big men down low just contained Marc Gasol. And that's a big part of their offense. You can see it slowed them down. Oh, you got a lot of games here. The Magic beat the Nets, but the Nets play another good game. The Magic, all right, Dragic bounces back. Evan Fournier, nice scoring. D-Wade, that's better. Vucevic played well. Mo Spades. Aminu played better. Okay, so this was a pretty good game from the Magic. They just should have needed to play better defensively. But this team played fine. Goran Dragic 6 of 6 from 3. They could have extended it if they had some more 3-point offense in this game. This is a good win. This is a good win by the Magic. On the Nets side, more balanced scoring. No one scores more than 16. Sabonis played well. Karis LeVert was okay. This team is just capped. Not going to be that great. And Russell struggles again. Only 3 of 8 shooting, 9 points. The rest of the team plays fine. I mean, the team plays fine. You know that they're going to come up with some wins, and they won't be that bad. It's just if they don't have that one guy that can really take over, and it's, I guess, supposed to be Russell in this year, then they're not gonna go we know they're not gonna go far, but they won't make the playoffs if they can't get that one guy that's just gonna come through every night. The Timberwolves pounce the Jazz at home. Kevin Durant is going off, ladies and gentlemen. 44 points. That is a nasty performance. They are legit. They're so good quickly. Great efficiency. Such great team basketball. The fit is clearly here. And the role players take care of business. Very nice efficiency. G. Hill, 4 of 7. Jordan Bell, 5 of 7. This is Markieff Morris, 4 of 7. Nice. That's when that's when they have a dominant win. Is when their star goes off, everything's clicking. Their bench is just having very easy buckets. The Jazz struggle. They lose again. Avery Bradley, 7 of 25. It's crazy. Rudy plays extremely well. 5 blocks. Donovan Mitchell, only 5 of 15. He was going up against Jimmy Butler, so that makes sense. Joe Ingles, alright. This team might not be as good as we thought. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack. All these one-year guys like Jack, McDermott, Decker, Reggie, not... Well, Reggie's alright here, but you can see that just there's not a lot of team play and good shooting. So maybe the Jazz need to start looking at themselves in the mirror. What a low-scoring shit show. Holy shit. The Mavericks win by 1, but they do win, so they're 2-0. Dennis Smith 2 of 15 is more like it. Ryan Anderson only 11 points, more like it. How'd they shoot so freaking bad and score so little? We know they're not good offenses. We know this, but that's so funny that they scored so little. 15 in the fourth, they almost blew it. How do you score 15 in the fourth at home? No, I'm not proud of anyone in this game except that NBA players that needed to win the game as starters took care of it. On the Kings side, what an atrocious bench. Just really let them down. That's a terrible team. So De'Aaron Fox, 7 assists. Buddy Hield, only 4 of 12. That's when you are going to lose, when Buddy scores 9. Bogdan was better. Alright, 1 of 5, 1 of 7. 2 of 7, 1 of 8. Yuck. Pelicans lose again. And here are the Warriors. So here is Andrew Wiggins coming alive, like in the offense. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, not great, but better. Randolph, very nice game from the center position. That's probably why they won, Wiggins and Randolph. The bench played pretty well on the road. Draymond, what a true pro. No points, but gets 7 rebounds and 9 assists. Alright, I guess you know when Wiggins is here. You know your place. So the Pelicans struggle scoring and playing defense. So, Bowen is just not getting it done. Maybe he would be better served off the bench if Walker and Davis and Harris take too much offense. Yeah, you can put so much scoring talent on the team, but it doesn't mean they're going to all fit and play well. You would expect Davis to do a little bit better. But this team against the Warriors, it's fair if they lose to the defending champions. Any other takeaways from this matchup? Just starters, you would expect more. That's all I'll say. That's a good bench game from Mirotic. Still on the West Coast, the Suns beat the Lakers. Suns get a victory. Devin Booker, 10 three-pointers. 10 of 13. Excellent. I wish that was against a better team, because that would have made somebody upset. TJ Warren is feeling himself in Phoenix. 11 of 27. Scores 27 points. Troy Daniels. So they shot the fuck out of the ball. 5 of 13. Peyton did his assist. These guys love to rebound. It's like their strong suit. Phoenix is a good fit, man. They have a good team in terms of fit. Josh Jackson came back down to earth. Big time. The Lakers. Kuzma's still good. Brogdon's good. Lonzo, still great. Kelly Olynyk, a nice bench performance. Caldwell Pope, 1 of 11. A much more realistic game out of the Lakers. But at least they're competitive. Like, these guys they're passing. And they're putting up good numbers. They have good balance. And you really are happy that Lonzo is doing well. 2 more days left. This is another big day. The Raptors beat the Sixers more handily. I guess that was a back-to-back for the Sixers. Alright, so you have 16 and 10 from Kyle Lowry, 16 and 11 from Valanciunas. DeRozan, nice, efficient scoring. Bellinelli off the bench. That's why you traded Pascal Siakam for him. Robert Covington is good here. Nice. Starters playing well. Bench could be a little bit better. A little bit better. But starters played great. On this side, Embiid and Brandon Ingram were not too hot on the road. Finally, when JJ Redick gets it going, this team will click. What the hell is Luau Cabarro doing, scoring 15 points and shooting like that? Sarge, 3 of 17, 2 of 11. Starters were completely outmatched. If they face in the playoffs, it's not looking good. Ugly game from the Sixers. Try to speed things up. I know I'm getting too much into these games. The Spurs really take care of business against the Bulls. Marcus Aldridge, had a hell of a game, scoring 38 and 10. This is much more balanced. If they can play like this, it doesn't look like it, but they put up 125. Very nice, balanced play. Everybody is a contributor, and the star just does his thing. And Marcus Morris is just being a nice scorer for them. Very nice game from Marcus Aldridge. The Bulls, yep, Laurie Markkinen woke up hungover or something. 4 of 16, was really getting it from Aldridge. This team wasn't that impressive. Dotson, 1 of 8, Ntilikina, 1 of 6. So I guess they were watching the Knicks game. And yep, this is what we expect from the Chicago Bulls. And a very disappointing home loss by just how much it was by Bobby Portis. Nice game. Cavs lose at home. They're 1-2. A Magic win. What is this, Magic? Fournier and Dragic. This backcourt, it is a great fit. They're playing so well together. It's like a little Curry McCollum. Playing so well. D Wade, that's nice. Augustine kind of woke up. Vucevic had a slow game, but was very efficient. This backcourt just took over. Not really LeBron stopping them is really the problem. They shot some nice threes. They shot a lot of threes. Their best players were efficient, and yeah, nice efficient game, and just shooting some nice clutch threes in the moment. LeBron played great, no surprise. Teague played well. DeAndre played well. I don't think they shot enough threes, so the Magic must have played good perimeter defense. I expect more because this is just a game where like nobody really stepped up, and they couldn't close it out. They couldn't come back. I'll say when they normally should be able to. The Houston Rockets, a much close game with the Mavericks, but the Rockets prevail. They're 3-0. Eric Gordon, great scoring. Harden's down here, but his teammates pick him up because that's a great teams do. Carmelo, nice. Drew Holiday, playing excellent this year. Capella, nice efficiency. Don't even have to look at the bench. The bench played well. This is good. The Mavericks, I'm more impressed by they putting up 119 and keeping this close. Dennis Smith played well against that good team. You have to remember, they're playing a really good team. Dennis Smith puts up 18 and 6. It's nice. Harrison, 25. So these guys are pros, and I'll keep saying that. They just kept it interesting. They weren't going to win this game, but they did keep it interesting. Nice, impressive win by the Rockets, but more impressive defeat from Dallas. 114, the Warriors come back. Andrew Wiggins has a field day. Steph Curry looking great. Klay Thompson, nice efficiency. Zach Randolph, nice efficiency. Draymond Green, the triple-double in Memphis. You know that felt good to do. that is his homeland, just by being such a nice scorer, being such a nice gritty player and about defense. It makes sense. He played very well. The bench just really did what they're supposed to do. This team just cooked the Grizzlies in their inexperience, their own experience, I'll say. The Grizzlies, Otto Porter and Oubre, it's good. They put up 112. I mean, they got the ball a lot, but they put up 112, and they had some nice balanced scoring. I mean, you can't blame them for being a bad team. They're a bad team by design because it's a rebuild, but we can respect them because they're putting up numbers, and their best guys are being efficient, and their trade pieces look very good. So you're looking forward if you're a Grizzlies fan. Not a bad loss. Miami comes back strong against the Pacers. Yep, so stars woke up. So Josh Richardson woke up. Very nice game. Tyler Johnson. Aaron Gordon, 15 points. I mean, he's not scoring for some reason. He's got to readjust, really. But he did go off with the rebounds. Hassan Whiteside, okay. So, yeah, they just played better. Nothing's really standing out except them just playing better through their better players. And the Pacers couldn't get it done. Where's the offense? Yeah, so Miami just... In Miami, what was this? Saturday night Miami. You're not even thinking about the game if you're a road team, especially if you're from Indiana. Turner, not really. Moore, not really. Dinwiddie, not really. Couldn't really do much here. They had a lot more energy on Miami because they're deeper. That'll bite you. The Pacers would have kept it competitive if they were looking at some better players to really wake them up. The Knicks don't score 100 and hold the Pistons to 82. Yes, the Pistons. So they do badly because Blake Griffin's having a year, and he locked down Porzingis. He really frustrated him at home. Valentine good. Burks nice. Moutier nice. Dylan Brooks nice. Nice efficiency from their good players. Good team basketball. Terrible shooting, but Enes Kanter tore up Drummond. Blake Griffin 5. Alright. So Drummond only scored 6. This team was definitely scared of the big lights. They weren't even shooting. They shot 2 of 14 from 3, and that's their strong suit. They were just trying to play like slow basketball, looks like. Really slow. Very interesting. Bazemore couldn't really do much. He's erratic. Ish Smith was good, but Blake Griffin only 15. They just were outmatched by the bright lights. I think this is New York's debut at home. But a nice win for the New York Knicks over what looks like a pretty dominant Piston team. Interesting win. Bucks lose again. Oh boy. Alright. Portland. Lillard and McCollum doing their thing. Yusuf, very good center performance. So the role players stepped up. The bench was nice. Beasley and Harkless were really slow, but their teammates got them on the road. Connaughton and Ennis played better. Stanley Johnson. Yeah, the starters not looking good, but bench guys, that's a nice balanced team. I'm surprised they won this game. Bucks only scored 99. Giannis plays very well. Again, growing pains with the Bucks. They're just not there yet. John Collins has been atrocious to start the season. They shot 9 3-pointers. So they were playing very slow. And I guess Portland was just playing very good perimeter defense. This team can't really shoot threes, and if they're a post team, they should be better. because they got Antetokounmpo. I don't know. I just feel like there should just be a little more scoring, but 0-3 is very surprising. The Nuggets win again. They take care of the Kings. Jamal Murray coming back hot. I'm still here. I'm still here. He scored like 3 the last game. He's got 23 here. Rodney Hood, great. Daniel Tice, very good. Jokic, 4 of 14. So Jokic really struggles, but he has a nice stat line, almost a triple-double. Has a lot of assists, just bad shooting. Terry Rozier plays phenomenal off the bench. He's loving this team. This team is just, it's a nice fit. It's very balanced. And this is what Denver's supposed to be, man. They're just good. And Brown, still a nice addition. Looks like just very good chemistry. Everybody knows their part, but everybody wants to help each other and win. The Kings are bad. We know this. De'Aaron Fox a little bit better. Buddy Hield, not really putting up good scoring numbers. Taj is doing great. If you can trade Taj, he's been great. The veteran bigs, the bigs played very well in this game. The scoring did not. Bogdan 7, JR only 9. Offense will bring this team down, but the bigs really brought it today. The Jazz lose again. Oh my God. Donovan Mitchell plays great. So what happened here? They score 108. Their offense does what it's pretty much supposed to do because these role players are efficient. Avery Bradley is playing so well off the bench for them. Reggie Jackson scores 24 and 9. How do you lose when Reggie has 24 and 9 off the bench? Donovan Mitchell is very good. Rudy's nice. They just freaking lose. Tyreek Evans, what are we talking about? Tyreek goes off again. He's so good this year for some reason. Russell is so worth a trade for who they trade. Who did the Thunder trade? I don't know. We'll think about it. Westbrook, a triple-double. Just tore up the Jazz. Paul George played great. The Stars played excellent. Steve Adams did his thing. Manu played well. Well, not well, but he looks electric. And the role players are just efficient. It's a nice win for the Thunder. Clippers lose to the fucking Suns at home. What is going on here? TJ Warren is man on a mission in the beginning of the season. Devin Booker didn't play great. Elfrid Payton is still solid. They scored 115. Alex Len and Tyler Ulis went off against what looks to be Rondo and I'm gonna say like Mason Plumlee. That is funny stuff, man. They are fearless. They rebound. It's just a good fit. I think Phoenix is just playing so well because it's a good fit and their best players are just scorers, pure scorers. Sums up here. So they played better. They're letting these guys like do too much. The starters are just like getting to play with each other, getting to know each other. Oh man. So Cousins played great again. He's clearly the best player in this team. Kevin Love scoring. I don't know. I just expect Love, Paul, and Williams to be scoring more. This team is balanced, but their stars have to be playing better. That's the whole point. You're not supposed to get like 11, 8, and 6 from these guys. If you do, you expect to win, but these guys aren't putting up big scoring numbers. I'm very surprised with this team to start out. I don't know if it's a fit problem. They have some hard fucking contracts to move. This is a one-year team, and they're not looking great. On to the last day. Got 3 games. The Nets win. The Nets beat the Hawks in a tankathon. Finally, someone comes alive for the Nets. D'Angelo Russell is his name. 24 points, 4 and 5. It's great. Caris LeVert is still playing solid. Harris. They scored 105. They were getting some easy buckets, it looks like, against the bad team. So I'm not too encouraged against with this Nets team. I am encouraged by the Hawks' ability to tank, though. Well, this is strange, though, but Tarion Prince wakes up and has a great game. He has 21 points, and then the rest of the team just falls apart because you got Hilliard taking way too many shots, and Julius Randle only scores 8 points. Dennis Schroeder, Kennard's great. This whole team just lays them down. They are just not really NBA players. I mean, their starting lineup is good if you're developing, but the rest of the team is just not doing good. I don't know what is up with Marquise Chris. He got cut today in real life. Might get cut here because he can't score. I'm very surprised because he was supposed to make a name for himself and be like a nice contributor to his Hawks team, and he just can't score, man. Not even against Domantas Sabonis. Very frustrating, but his team just continues to lose. This is a matchup. Holy crap! All right, Timberwolves. I'm gonna look now. Wow. So against OKC, Durant, OKC. Oh wow. So Durant, 29 points, 10 assists, plays excellent. He's so dominant right now. Karl Towns, 18-9, is loving this big three. Even when Butler doesn't go off, but I mean, Markieff Morris is really getting in on it. Josh Hart, 16 points. I mean, this big three is so Durant and Towns are so dominant, and the rest of the team is just getting easy buckets. I mean, the team didn't play that well. The team did not play all that well. It's just that Durant and Karl Towns are just monsters. It allows these guys to have easy games, which they did. Good bench, good role players. On this side, everything down here is fine. The problem is Tyree goes 4 of 13. Paul George goes 7 of 17. And Russell Westbrook goes 6 of 16. And that's not going to get it done. I mean, all three offensive forces just collapse. 89 points at home. Gets so outmatched by the Thunder. But by the Timberwolves. Despite those not really being their positional weaknesses. You just... Wow, very surprised with Tyreek playing so poorly. Paul George not doing great. This is a big game for the Thunder, and they couldn't get it done because they'll face them in playoffs. You sure of that? Frustrated by who was on the other side and just could not get easy buckets. In the last game, a 1-point victory for the Pelicans. Let's call it a game winner by Nick Batum, I guess. Nick Batum plays great. They get a win, which is important because they were winless. Growing pains, I guess. Terrible shooting from 3. That's their kryptonite, but it shouldn't be. So Tobias, all right. He's not doing too well next to Davis. But Davis, great performance, dominates in LA. He's doing a tryout in front of them, it looks like. Kemba, a nice performance. Batum, Bohan is really just struggling, and I'm not sure if Batum and Bogdan if that would help Harris with his offensive game, and if it would help Bohan to lead the bench unit. But Bohan has just been a nightmare acquisition. Bench guys struggled being efficient. They're not supposed to do that against an experienced bench on the other side. But they do get a victory on the road. A small one. This has to improve for sure, efficiency-wise, because Davis had a tremendous game, as did Batum. You're not going to get that every game from Batum. Luckily, it was in a win. The Lakers, KCP, just too much shooting. Siakam and Kuzma look good. Brogdon's been great to start the... All right, Lonzo Ball came back down. 3 of 17. He's just shooting too much, man. He has great rebounds, great assists, but he just shot too much. You got to let the scorers score. You got to be a point guard. Kelly Olynyk had 16 rebounds. I don't know what we're going to call that. He mainly just stands in the three-point line. They could have beaten the Pelicans. That's what's important. I called the bench inexperienced, but they're really not. They were a better bench. It's just that the starters played okay. They played fine. This is just an interesting group. They can beat anybody, but they're not going to go off. I think what the deal is this Laker team. Alonzo Ball is surprisingly carrying them through. Early Rookie of the Year candidate. I'm still stuck on Walker and Harris not playing great. All right, so that is the first week. We will look at the standings real quick. So we have Orlando going 3-0. They are in a playoff hunt. Toronto. Just going to run it down here. I'm not going to go through all these. If there's any surprises. It's a small sample size. Matchups play a lot here. Cleveland's 1-2. They could have easily been 3-0. So that's something to look forward to. Bucks 0-3. You can't believe that they have a worse record than the Hornets and the Knicks. You can't believe they're winless in the first week. And then in the West, 3-0s from Minnesota and Houston, just taking care of business. Denver, nice, undefeated. Phoenix 2-1. That's very nice. Pelicans 1-2 is scary. Clippers don't have a win after the first week, if you can believe that. And the Jazz are a train wreck that really needs to get fixed, but it is 1 week. We'll see how next week does. Some stats. Durant, 37 points a game in this first week is so dominant for them. TJ Warren is up here. Unbelievable. Rebounding. Towns, taking care of business, and Cousins. Assists. Harden in the point guard. Great teammates. Lonzo's up there. And Jokic. Wow. Great team. Steals. Blocks. 4 a game. Wow. 3-point leader is... That's bad. Kevin Durant. Andrew Harrison's up there. But yeah. So the standings one more time. Small sample size. We'll know a lot more as we keep going with this. We'll do more videos throughout this actual week because we can simulate probably about a month and not do harm to ourselves. But yeah, Timberwolves are rolling. First place in the Eastern Conference for the 1 week only. Come see the Orlando Magic led by that Curry-Thompson-esque backcourt of Dragic and Fournier. International backcourt. Alright, and that is this video. Thanks for watching.